Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty. Right now I am finishing up a birthday shirt for a little friend of mine. He's a little Pokemon fan. And to personalize it a bit, I made him into a trainer. Did a little caricature of him as a trainer. Let's see. And I'll take it out of the hoop in a second, but I really got to rush through it. And I'll explain all the stuff that I did here in case you guys hadn't been there. I apologize that I'm not at the level yet to let you know what I'm up to. Like other YouTubers are, because they have more than 1,000 subscribers. Once I hit like 1,000, I'll be able to keep you guys updated on projects and things like that, and even ask, what would you guys like to see? Which projects should I complete first? Because I love drawing on t-shirts. I love drawing different other things, but I'd like to hear from you guys, what you'd like to see. If there's anything that you've had problems on in drawing on t-shirts or fabrics, or even just having some fun with random stuff, like taking favorite iconic characters and changing them into crazy things, kind of having a little fun with them, like a little fan art type of thing. So when I hit 1,000, I'll be able to do those little requests and questions and questionnaires that you see that pop up in YouTube posts. I was looking hard to see if I could make a post, and unfortunately, I just don't have the stuff to do it. I just don't have the subscriber count enough to do it, and it kind of sucks that. A tool like that would be great to engage everybody in. So, I guess I'm just going to have to start my own little Discord and stuff. And I think I'll try to do that tomorrow. Right now, I'm a little pressed for time. This shirt should have been done on Monday. I should have been able to give it to my little friend on Monday. And I just was not done. I was working on it all weekend, as a lot of you guys can attest to, because I was MIA. Right now I'm outlining with a Pentel gel roller for fabric, and you know how it's really nice right now. Everything's coming out just ducky. My lines are nice and crisp. All of a sudden, this pen has a tendency of just, I'm done. It does that. It just, I'm done. And then just disappear. Like, it just will stop flowing ink and it's out. And there's no indication that it's out of ink until, like you're going and going and going, and next thing you know, dry, 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 dry. It's like, it'd be nice if it was like, it would get lighter and lighter. But no, it just, I'm done. Kind of like me on my live streams. Oh, gotta go to work. I'm done. And to just disappear. Oh, man. Yeah, and I didn't think I could stay focused enough to do this during a live stream and finish. So I apologize to you guys, because it's hard to look at a chat at the same time and keep a conversation going. Usually when I work, I'm pretty quiet, listening to documentaries that can't be listened to during live streams without getting dinged. Watching or listening to Netflix shows while I'm doing this. I've done that a lot. I was listening to this Netflix show called The Order, and I like that psychological slash comedy slash what do you call it, fantasy type stuff. and a little bit of horror type of thing. It was kind of like watching a fun Buffy the Vampire Slayer angel type of thing going on. Um, okay, I gotta look at a Pikachu picture because I thought Pikachu had some brown on the tip of his tail, and I need something to cover up this little corner here. That is the edge of of the letter N, and I'm hoping. Let me see if I can find a Pikachu picture really quick. That's one thing I didn't do, is have my source images up. I thought that all I needed to do right now was just to outline and just get my outlines nice and crisp. Painting on these t-shirts, I have a tendency of leaving little white spots, and then this paint is of the sort that it doesn't cover like it should. Like it's opaque, I guess that's what it's called. I can't remember. Kind of transparent. It just goes on, but it doesn't cover. And it looks kind of weird. So I gotta find a Pikachu picture. Oh man, he doesn't have anything on his. Okay, some tails have stuff, some don't. It looks like I'm looking at one, and it's a wrestler, and it has like a little, a little heart on its tail. Others have like a little bit of brown coming off the tail. Let's see. I was hoping that there would be something here, but I could have sworn I saw one with one. Damn. I really could use something on that tail. Okay, it's not going to happen. Okay, so what I have seen is that there's a shadow that's cast. So I'm going to try to do that and just bring it up just enough. I don't know what I'm going to do about that part. Okay, let's see. And I need more of a brown tone. Let me see if I've got a brown in here. Not in that. This is going to be awkward. Okay. There we go. I think coffee was too dark. I'm going to see if I can lighten this up with another color. So I can use this color. Let's see. This one was coffee. Let's see if I go over it with tangerine and maybe see if I can make it a little lighter. Okay, let's see. So his shadow, or her shadow, be about like this, but there is like some orange here. Use tangerine to see if that'll lighten it up. Yeah, I think that's doable. Let me go ahead and throw a little bit on here. And what I like doing is using a dried up marker to kind of blend these guys together. I really do want a brown though. Let's see. I have to work kind of fast because when the colors are wet, they're easier to blend. Let me see if I can use this orange here to help lighten this up a bit. Yeah, and brown is is a common color that I use a lot. Oh gosh, let's see. I'll need this blue. Brown. Coffee's too dark. What else do I have? I could try a little bit of this to see if that'll do it for me. Yeah, the colors that are not in abundance is definitely brown. Let's see. Okay, I got a good brown here. Let's see if this will work for us instead. There we go. Oh, good, and it's not dried out. Okay. and it would help to have a little bit of a lighter color like yellow to give me a little hand. Let me give this here. So we'll kind of have it do that sort of thing. Let's see if this will work for us. Oh yeah, that looks cute. Let's see, and I could probably get away with doing a little bit of this. Now this is the color I needed. This looks really good on here. Now this looks like it's a good tone for anything that's like orange or yellow. And I like how it goes on really soft. A lot of my blending is done for me. And this is a color time marker. I've had this for, gosh, years. I use, excuse me, I use this for like flesh tones, and I just blend those in with other tones. But I think this will work just fine, and I can use a little bit of this to add a little bit more tone to the tones. Let's see, just a little bit more depth. And I'll just blend those together so it's not like a harsh line. There we go. And we'll just toss a little bit of this tone on top of this brown, just to soften up the edges a bit. Okay, so before I move on, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, oops, let me put a little bit of shadow on the foot. There we go. I'm going to heat this up and dry it really fast, and then move on to another area here. Okay, that should be good. Alrighty, let me set this to the side. Okay, another thing that I was doing was trying to do a shadow gradient on the edges of the N. This is a large N. And this is just the bottom corner. I didn't have this color with me, so I wasn't able to create the gradient. I gotta work while it's wet. Arteza does dry relatively fast. I mean, it's not instantaneous, but it does have a tendency of drying pretty fast. So when you need to blend, it needs to be nice and wet and juicy. That way the colors will move for you. Let me bring a little bit of this in here. And I like when I do a gradient, you can't tell where one color begins and the other one ends. That's kind of like a sign of you've got a really good gradient going on. Where it just kind of seamlessly blends from one color to the next. I'm trying to listen to some of this children's version music to find something that would for when I get ready to do the speed compilation of all these videos that I've been doing, everything that I've been doing on screen. I'm trying to find the perfect song for this, or songs, because this. I'm going to narrow this down to like 3 minutes or 3 to 4 minutes or 4 minutes or less. I'm going to take about 8 hours worth of work and narrow it down to about 4 minutes. Yeah, I worked on this Sunday from like 4 a.m. to almost 9. no, 6, till 6, because I fell asleep. Okay, that should make that dry. Yep. Yeah, this hot air gun saves me a lot of time. I wish I would have had it on my earlier works, because it would have made, oh my gosh, it would have made such a difference in the amount of time that I spent waiting for it to dry underneath a fan. Downside to some of the markers and stuff. If you go too far, like if you oversaturate, it will go outside your lines and have like little splotches and stuff like that, just like you would if you like added water or something like that to it. It would definitely, that would happen too. This is really driving me nuts. Let me see if I've got anything. I doubt if I've got anything that could cover that little black line. Oh, let's see. That's a totally different yellow. Yeah, the yellow that I have on Pikachu here is a paint, and the paint's not thick enough to cover that black. Let's see. This is the marker. And it doesn't look like the marker's going to do anything for me either. Yep, just got to be extremely careful next time. But I don't think my friend will mind too much. Okay, alright. So I'm going to dry the lines here and then move on to another part of it. And I will be able to show you guys where I am so far. Alright. Okay, so let me show you guys what the picture looks like so far. And it'll give me a chance to look and see if there's anything else I can add to these. I could probably add more shadows like these to the other little Pokemon, because right now they're all really flat. because I just was trying to get through it. I'm like, get the Pokemon on there. It'll take care of itself. Okay, so from top to bottom, I have no idea what these other guys' names are. I just thought they were cute, and I was picking out 9 of them because it's his 9th birthday. And there's my little friend as the trainer. And I got to bring this gradient up this way as well. I could do that while I'm on the bus. Let's see. I was trying to pick out any additional colors or lines because I have it with his jacket around his waist. He's got like a Pokemon ball shirt. Got like some little arrows here. I'm thinking about maybe putting a little bit of red onto the white shoes. Oh, I got a color in this little creature here, and see if I can soften up this color here. So we'll start at the bottom and work our way up to the top, I think. Okay, let's see. I'm using my embroidery hoop with the lip side to the underside here, so it can catch the over hoop here. And this will give me a chance to add a little bit of tones, a little bit of extra to these 3 right here. I've got bigger hoops. Let's see, I've got a little bit of time. It's 5:25. I got to leave a little bit before 6:30 so I can catch a different bus other than my regular bus. It'll get me to my transit center a little bit faster. Okay, so let me ease that one up. Now the downside to using the hoop while I've got painted areas is that the hoop might bend certain parts of the paint and damage some of the coloring. So I got to try to be gentle as I do this. With the paints, I was really able to mix and match colors fairly well. Let me see if I got a red here. Good. I've got a little bit of red here in his shirt, and I think I like the red from the marker a little bit more than the paint that I've got on here. So I'm going to have that take over the paint. Oops. Before I continue, got to protect the back because this stuff will bleed. And just put like a little bit of a barrier between that using some cardboard here. I usually use a matte board because they're a lot smoother than cardboard, but I'll use whatever I have got to get the job done. When I paint, I use a box. That way it'll dry faster. And I'm just covering up any of these little white spots that I see that were left behind by the paint. Like I didn't want to go over the line. Okay, I like that red. We'll let that do its thing. Green, green, green. Let's see. Now for some of these Pokemon, I didn't have the exact colors, so I had to mix the paints up. Let's see. There we go. This right here is supposed to be like a combination of yellow and gray. His let's see. Here we go. Here's a good yellow. And then we'll work on the little guy and the egg. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now, the markers that I'm using, this one is a graffiti fabric marker. It comes in a set of, I think, 40... These are the Marvi Uchidas, and I use these a lot when I do colors. Let's see, this was a set. This is a 30-piece set. Graffiti fabric markers. They're pretty good. They're really good. They're not labeled. So what I took to doing was taking a sacrificial shirt, and I've got a video on that. Have a sacrificial shirt, put numbers with a permanent marker with a Sharpie, and the Sharpie stayed on the plastic of these. These will last for a bit, depending on what kind of shirt that you're doing. Like if you're using, if you're doing a big shirt, like a big area, I recommend using fabric paints. You know, get the massive area done with that, and then use markers for, like, you know, smaller areas, finer works and stuff. But you don't want to use like one marker for your entire shirt. It's not going to work for you. It'll peter out, and then you'll be upset because you can't buy these guys separately to replace them. You'll have to buy them in a set of some sort, and you can only really buy the basics in like sets of 5, I think. And then the in-between colors you'll have to buy with like in the 30 set. And the 30 set has like fluorescence of each color. It doesn't have, this one's about to peter out. Yep, with no warning, it is now dry. Try to wet it with my tongue just a little bit, but alas, it's done. Goodbye. You were a good marker. You served me well. You must rest. Yeah, these markers come out nice and wet when you first open them. But when their time has come, their time has come. And unfortunately, they don't make these markers anymore. So once these guys are gone, they are gone forever. They leave really good lines. Now I should be consistent. The other lines that I was creating on the other Pokemon are a little bit thicker, and I was using this particular marker. This is the Arteza marker. It too comes out pretty well, but I don't like how it leaves like kind of like this little shadow. You see how it like kind of bleeds off into some of the finer parts, whereas the pen, the gel pen doesn't do that. So it kind of makes my lines a little fuzzy. It's not as crisp. So when I use this, I use it on big areas. It's not like fine areas. I don't know why I chose this one. This one's not very cute. Okay. And I'll just go over the outline of this outline, just so I can clean it up a bit. And I think bold outlines on shirts like this are pretty good. Just like to keep them nice and black. Unfortunately, some of the outlines tend to, you know, kind of dry up a little bit. They don't keep that black crispness. An alternative that I sometimes use is, let's see if I've got them. Here they are. Sometimes I use these, the Prismacolor Premiers. They don't wash out. They do fade a bit, but they don't wash out. And they seem to have a decent line too. It's not as great as the, they're not as great as the gel rollers, but they get the job done. You definitely want to keep your pen moving, because you don't want it to, if it sits in one spot, like anything, it'll bleed. But it has a better line than the Arteza, especially when it's new like these. Now this line over time will become like how you see how like some of these lines like are right here. Eventually it'll kind of fade to this color. It'll come out this color, and after a few washes it'll kind of fade to this color, but it won't go away. So they're a decent marker to use. I haven't tried using the other markers on these yet, like what are they called? Like these guys, the Staedtlers and stuff like that, the Staedtler. I haven't used those yet on fabric to see if they would last, but they have a really nice pigment too, or a nice ink tone. Okay, so up here is pretty much just a white area. I'm not sure if I want to take the arrow all the way up. This was supposed to be where his zipper fly is. So I'm figuring that this could be a pocket. So I'll make that into a pocket. We'll make that into like a half arrow. And then I'll just take this arrow and let's see, do I want to, I can bring it all the way up? No, I'll end it right here. And then we'll throw another arrow here. And then I can just color the rest of that black. Okay, let me use my red. And I'll probably go over these arrows one more time too. If not, just to make it look like it's got a bit of a shadow on it. There we go. Let's see, and I will use a bit of, where's this one? Where's the black? Where's the black? I love being at this point where I'm just about done. Okay, this sucks. This black is not as solid as the paint blacks. So I'll have to end up painting this, I think. Yeah, I'm going to end up painting that. Let's see. Black, black, black. Oh, where are you? Here you are. I have my colors all in this sophisticated bag right here. Oh gosh, not lamp black. Let's see. There we go. This is metallic black. Okay, I just need a simple black. I guess lamp black will have to do. No, actually, I have my regular black right here. Okay, so I'm going to use that black right there. And I don't need a lot. Let's see, just need a brush now. Let's see, is that going to be... That'll help me get to the little spots there. This will be fine. And I might be able to spread it out even faster with the marker. Yes. Yeah, usually I'd be concerned with the paint clogging the marker, but this marker is drying out anyway, so I'm not really concerned about it. Yeah, it looks like my little arrow is becoming a little obscured. That's fine. Yeah, one cool thing about this fabric paint is it doesn't seem to ruin my paint brushes. It may discolor the tip because yeah, it too is fabric, but it doesn't like mess it up. I'll be right back. I need to get a little thing of water because I didn't expect to do any painting. I thought I was going to be able to just finish up with the markers. All right. Okay, so this little egg thing I need to focus on next. Set my water down over here. And we'll stick this in here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and dry this black. I don't want it to get anywhere. ready. Okay. Alrighty. Aw, hey, yeah, I was just working on this guy here, without any kind of distraction except for having to eat or sleep or whatever. Yeah, I had to keep focused on this little guy, and I'm almost done with him. And then I could get back to the other things, the fun things. And it's going to be interesting because I have no idea what I'm going to do after Mel. I'm going to look for a nice little Scottish background that I can throw in the back. A little abstract background. Let's see. We'll make this one red. Yeah, this little Pokemon's going to be an easy guy. And I'll give him like a little bit of a gray shell here. Just coloring very lightly. This gray is just a little dark. Let's see if I've got a white to lighten that up. And since a lot of my my paints don't come with white, I improvise with like painters and just kind of mix them together. This is an acrylic as well. Let's see, he's got little brown eyes. I can get away with coffee here. Let's see, it's black and brown. Let's see. So this is about the white that I need. Just kind of mix them together a bit there. And let me dry them. Oh. Okay, and to separate his jacket from the shirt, I'm going to throw a little bit of blue, so it gives it a little bit more contour. And I'll use a little bit of this white to kind of lighten that up a bit. Kind of blend it a bit into it. Okay, what I do to one side, I should do to the other. Oops. All right. Oh, well, thank you, you guys. Oh, did he really? He's ratting me out. He's ratting me out. Well, Julie, tell him I said hi next time you talk to him. You guys are awesome. Yeah, every time you guys mention gift, I start to salivate like Pavlov's dog. It's like, gift. And you guys, thank you so much. I'm looking into getting those skins, those practice skins. So, you know, you can have a little bit of fun. It's not as much fun as making him cry or wince or, I don't know. Maybe he looks sexy when he does that. You know, he's like, it's sadistic. And I'm like, no, no, not at all. Well, I am glad to hear that, because there are times when I'm wondering if I'm even contributing to the good of society or whatnot there. But it's nice to know that you guys are out there and you know, watching and let me know when I'm not on camera. Aww. Well, I'm definitely becoming a big fan of your guys's, so if you ever decide to take your show on the road, I'd love to be able to be a part of it. Yeah, he might be the catalyst that that drives me to getting my own tattoo gun. Yep. Because I've seen some of the things that people have been able to do with a tattoo gun, and it's just like freaking amazing. It's like I mean, there's some artists like that I've seen on the Ink Master when it's what is it called, Realism Day, and they bust out these gorgeous women. Um, and I know that they're just only using tones and stuff, but it's like, wow. I don't know. It's just like super impressive. And I can only imagine how the people feel getting these tattoos. You know, the human canvases. I mean, I know some of the pictures that some people put out are like booty, but even the booty pictures, some of them are not that bad. You know, they nitpick them. Oh, your lines aren't meeting and stuff like that. Uh, you know, oh, there's a blowout here. And they're magnifying these damn pictures. I mean, people aren't going to look that close at a tattoo. But, you know, it is supposed to be tattoo, you know, ink master, not ink novice. So they are going to magnify each and every mistake that a person makes. You know, to the point where they're just about in tears. Never seen grown men cry till they got on that show. Aw. I'd love to see Mel tattooed on somebody. Woof. Oh my God. Young Mel, not the older Mel. You know, old rugged and junk Mel. Yeah, that would be cool. You know, Julie, I think that's what I should do. Um, I think I should like start thinking in terms of, you know, what would I want to see on my body? What kind of quality would I like to see on my body when I do pictures? Because sometimes I'll look at stuff and I don't know if it's because I was looking at it too long. I fail to appreciate it, and it's like, you know, I start, you know, and I think that comes with every artist, that they don't think their work is it, you know. They see all the faults and stuff when other people are like, oh man, this is badass. You know, all you can see is, oh man, I should have just kept that line going, or oh, I should have colored it this way and not that way. I came across one artist. She was doing a clock, and she thought she kind of messed it all up and everything. And I'm like, are you kidding? This thing is gorgeous. And I think she was doing the Inktober challenge, and hers was really badass. I mean, I started getting ideas. I'm like, oh man, I need to pilfer. I need to add that to something, or her concept to something. And I was like, oh, this would look badass on blah blah blah. Yeah, I love when you guys like inspire me. It seems like a lot of the pictures that you guys suggest, my subscribers suggest, seem to be seem to come out really freaking well. Like somebody had suggested me to do a picture of Spider-Man, um, and when I had colored it, it came out freaking awesome. Um, this person had asked me to do a Spider-Man coloring, or asked me how I would color Spider-Man, and another person asked me how I would color Batman, and both of them came out really well. I was shocked myself on how well they came out. I shouldn't be shocked. I should know my results, but you know, sometimes it's hit or miss. Let's see, and we'll throw a little bit of pink. I'm not looking at the source image, so I'm not sure what the colors are precisely, but I think I can get away with some of these. And we'll pink up the tongue a bit. There we go. Let's see. We'll give him a little bit of tones and then we'll move on to somebody else. Another area. And, God, I can't wait to get done. Mel summons me. I miss him. Oh, and my daughter had sent me an iPad. So I might be doing some digital stuff too. I'll be teaching myself how to do some digital. But I really like the traditional. I like, you know, putting my hands on and getting my hands dirty, and, you know, and the digital takes that away from you. And I don't want to become lazy, because I know when I was doing some digital work for a while there, I was getting kind of lazy, and because you could just go Control Z and undo your damage. Okay, now that looks a lot better than the other gray I used. Oh yeah, this is a lot better than the other gray I used. Oh crap, I totally forgot. I'm supposed to be making some of these guys glow in the dark. I've got about a half an hour, maybe a little bit less. And I'm going to add some glow in the dark paint to some of these guys. Now I know it's not going to be as good as, let me put this stuff on here. It's not going to be as good as when it's like right on the fabric. Let's see, hopefully this is gentle enough so it won't scratch up anything. Because this stuff works a lot better when it's the only color on here. Put more on here. Just kind of saturate it. I do. Any handsome guy. I mean, I've got this idea of doing a whole, like, maybe series of, like, hot guys. I was starting a coloring book. What was I calling it? Man froth. A friend of mine came up with the term man froth. Is kind of like the stuff that, oh God, what did we call it? We were coming up with different, like, naughty terms, like the stuff, the foam that you see on top of, like, lattes and stuff, but we put man on there, and it's like, that's man froth. So that became our, like, token hot guy thing. Instead of saying beefcake, which was, beefcake is pretty 80s. Still kind of nice, but man froth is our thing. And you know, like that area where men have, like, in their shirts, they have like, if they're wearing, like, a button shirt and, like, curly hairs are showing, like, right here in that area on their chest, between their chest and their neck, we called that the man snatch. So that would not be a bad coloring book either. Man snatch and man froth. And the first coloring image that I came up with was a merman in a coffee cup, and he was pretty hot, and I'm like, I should keep going, but this one took me forever, and then something came up and I ended up doing something completely different. Let's see, and if I can't get his little, we'll get his shell going. We got shell, and let's see, I got pink and I got blue. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to decorate this little guy's shell, and then I'll probably just, let's see, this one should be a neutral color. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, Julie, you feed my evil. You feed my lust. That would be so awesome. I used to have those kind of, like, Chippendale calendars and stuff where it's just like, and I didn't need them completely naked, you know, just a little, you know, halfway there. You know, artistically half naked. Yeah, yeah, that's the ticket. Artistically. That would be cool. I need to get a collection of dudes. I like the idea with the kilts. The kilts is badass. So if I could find more hot Scottish guys, definitely throw them in kilts. Hell, because it was Mel, he wasn't Scottish. You know, he's, what is he, Australian? But then again, you know, the character he was playing was Scottish and hot. Holy crap, that was hot. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to do a calendar of some sort. Sexy men all year long. Yeah. Gotta help me design it. Like, who should be Mr. Who should be, we'll do April. What is April? What should April look like? Somebody wet. Gotta do somebody wet. Because, like, April's supposed to be like a rainy month type of thing. Do a nice wet looking guy. I could do another merman. Really hot one. And I just want to do like all nationalities too, because I see the beauty in like so many different men. Holy crap. I think that's where a lot of calendars go wrong, is that they don't throw an ethnic mix in there. I mean, there's so many things to look at. Oh, so many wonderful, wonderful people. Let's see. Oh yeah, I am not above mansploitation. Okay, come on you. Squirt. Squirt, damn you. We'll put a little bit of that there. And it's funny, these little glow-in-the-dark things look really creepy in the dark. Especially with just like little portions of this being done. Let's see. And I got a green. And a little bit seems to go a long way on these. Let's see. Calendar of sexy men. I need to write this shit down. Woof. Okay. So April. April. Oh, sexy men. Absolutely. April. May. Oh, I got May. Okay. Guy with a mom tattoo. But it's like on his butt or something. And then dad would be a hot older guy. Because I've seen this one guy. He's very rugged older guy. Oh my gosh, he still looks good. It's like the grandpa you'd like to do. Or there wouldn't be any shame in that game. You know, it's kind of like a Sean Connery looking kind of papa. Oh yeah. That would be so cool. And you know, Julie, I'm going to have to dedicate that stuff to you because you inspired me. So like anytime someone inspires me, I definitely want to give them credit. So I think what I'll do is I'll order the skin either today or tomorrow. And then once it comes, I gotta come up with like at least one idea. And I'll leave a couple pages blank so that if Ian wanted to add his own, he could do that as well. Calendar of sexy men. I would be flustered all the time. I got to get to the point where I won't be flustered and be like, oh, another naked man, no biggie. I don't know if that'll ever happen. know what would kind of make it crazy? True, true that, true that. What would kind of make it crazy if I took like existing characters, game characters, folks like that, and added them to the calendar. You know, like oh God, what was it? Like doing a sexy Batman, like kind of like what I did. Sexy Batman, sexy Aquaman. Oh, that'd be cool. Because I'm just that kind of perv. Yep, yep. I admit it. I am kind of pervy. Let's see. Yup. And then I would take like movie stars of some sort and like put them in there like we did for Mel. Have somebody recognizable as like Idris Elba as what could we have him as? Oh, like as Bishop. Oh, he'd be a hot Bishop from the X-Men and stuff. Oh yeah. Give Idris like a Jerry curl. That was like a curly oh, you got to be. And it's fun. It's fun to do a little exploitation there. Just a little. Not too much, just a little. Little mansploitation. Let you know that you're alive. Remind you. Oh, I'm almost done. I got to do this side, and maybe I could throw a little bit of tones on the Squirtle here. Let's see. We'll give it a little bit of darker tones here. Let's see. I think I still have a picture of Squirtle. Yeah, it's got a few shadows in it that I can use. We'll throw a little bit of a shadow here. Little bit right here to give him a little bit of roundness. He's got a little, and since I got the little monkey on top of him, we'll throw a little bit of shadow on from the monkey. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. And I need to, what do you call it, spread it out a bit. Let's see. There we go. And we'll throw a little bit of the glow in the dark on him. He'll look weird, but it's okay. I probably should do this like as an outline type of thing. I think all my paintbrushes are in the kitchen where I was washing them. Let's see. This will work though. It's spreading it around just fine. Can't forget his little tail. I gotta smooth it out or else it'll leave like ridges. Let's see, anybody else got any green on them? No. All right. Booyah. Worst case scenario is that it doesn't glow in the dark. But it's okay. I tried. Okay. Oh, yes. So, yeah. Oh, Wolverine. Oh, yeah. Oh, and it would have to be that dude that plays him. God, what's his name? The guy that plays Wolverine. He would be, oh my gosh. He's sexy without even trying. And it's funny, it's those Australian dudes. It's like they just keep sneaking up on us. Thor would be a nice one, not naked, but you know, bits of his suit battle damaged, and he's just a little bit of fresh from the fight. Oh yes, I see potential here. Lots of potential. And my one friend that came up with the man snatch thing, I think he'd have a bang up time coming up with his own little beefcake factory of guys that would be excellent to be mansploited. Mansploitation. Oh yes. I'll get 1,000 subscribers of bunch of horny horny watchers. Not a bad thing, not a bad thing. More my kind of folk. That's what I gotta do. I think when I get back to Mel, I'm gonna start to compile a list of guys that would make really great pictures. And it shouldn't be too difficult to make a calendar out of that. Our 2020 calendar. And I gotta do them realistic. That would be so cool. If I do like a sexy X-Man calendar. Oh yeah. Or just a comic book calendar of just freaking hot ass guys. Oh, yeah. Parts of me are reeling. A sexy Wolverine. He's got to be on the cover of it. Oh, my gosh. Just got to find the right poses. Oh. I can see him like his little claws barely covering certain parts of him. That would be cool. Oh yeah. Let's see. That sounds like fun. So it'd be about 12 guys. So it'll be a 12-part series. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. let's see what we got so far. I've outlined all these other guys while I was on the bus. So I guess I'm pretty much done. Woo woo! Yay! And I think this one right here, Jigglypuff, he should light up really well in the dark. Because all of him is completely the glow-in-the-dark stuff. So his Jigglypuff should glow in the dark just fine. Yay! So we're there. We are so there. Okay. Just got to throw my little stamp on the back. And we are good to go. And just in time, too. Alright, Julie, you keep those thoughts coming. Tomorrow we'll be playing a little bit more with that. Because we are starting back up on Mel. Oh yeah. Okay, I gotta do something about these edges, but that's okay. Holy crap. We are done. Woof. Okay. And we got our number 9. 9 looked really good. It's kind of hard to go wrong with that. And this should last him until he grows out of this, I hope. Let's see. Alright, so there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start making a list of some guys. I don't know. This is going to be a lot of fun. We got to keep playing with the idea, but I like that idea. Oh, yeah. Okay, Julie, I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm going to go ahead and take off. Anybody else who happened to catch this stream, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and give my little buddy his shirt. And hopefully he'll take a picture of himself in it. And I will see you guys on the morrow where we will continue and possibly finish up. Let me pull him out. Dear Mel, I want to work on this. This is the first time I've ever really done these kind of little checks and stuff. I don't know. We'll fix him up. All right, Julie. I'll take care. You guys take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.